Hey everyone, Laura Reich here, Pinterest marketing and social media management strategist here. And I wanted to hop on today and talk to you about something that got brought up with one of my clients, and that is the tools that you use for your marketing. Specifically today, I'm going to be talking about the tools that you use for Pinterest, and not going to be specific to Pinterest. Some of the things that I'll discuss are going to pertain to social media in general. So you want to pay attention and just make sure that you understand. Everybody that knows me knows that my first love is Pinterest, but I want to let you guys know that this is applicable to any social media platforms and the tools that you're using for your marketing on those platforms. So for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Laura Reich. I provide practical support and real strategy for women entrepreneurs with simple, sustainable systems and support for those busy women that are ready to rock it online, but they want to do it without the tantrums over the tech or trading sleep for success. So without further ado, let's talk about the tools that you use for your online marketing and why the tools you use matter. So when I'm talking tools, I'm talking WordPress, social media schedulers, Tailwind, things like that. Those are the tools that I'm talking about. More specifically in terms of Pinterest and Facebook and the other social platforms, Pinterest being Google search, you have to be careful on what platforms you use if you're going to be scheduling posts, conducting engagement, things like that. So you want to make sure that when you are choosing that platform, that you are choosing one that is going to be helpful and not hurtful in terms of your marketing efforts. So the fact is that we all have certain items in the house to help us with our daily routine. We have automatic can openers, things like that. And you're going to use those to open cans. You're not going to use those to open a drawer. Like things like that is basically how I want you to relate this. So the same thing is going to be true when you look into the tools that you want to use, specifically to Pinterest and your Pinterest account. You want to make sure that Pinterest agrees with the platforms you're utilizing. And what I mean by agrees is you want an approved partner tool. And so whether that's for Facebook or, again, like I said, I'm going to specifically be talking about Pinterest today, you want to look into their terms and conditions and make sure that the hours you're investing into your marketing and the way it supports your business is approved by the platform you're using them on. Because if you are turning around and you are using a platform that's not approved by Pinterest, it's not going to be helping you in the long run. So it's vital to you and your business that you're looking for these tools. So the benefits of using a Pinterest approved partner in your tools for your marketing is the partners are not brought on to Pinterest because they pay. Pinterest does not accept payment when rewarding partner status. They provide a high quality product that helps businesses succeed. And so you have to become a partner, follow a very strict list of rules so that they can hold that integrity to the highest standard possible when partnering with these platforms. So it's going to be the same for Facebook. Instagram also is very strict. They only give their API to partners that they know and trust. So when you find that partner, you will be able to trust that your account and any financial information is going to be safe. The tools that you use that do not use the API or otherwise break the terms of service, you may be required to give them your Pinterest login, and not only, or Facebook login or social media login in general. And not only does that give the tool owner access to your profile, but it also gives them any access that you have on that profile in terms of credit card information, other connected stores that you have, if it's an e-commerce store, a Shopify store, any advertising that you do, they get access to all of that. So you want to make sure that if you want to avoid that issue of possibly being abused on your financial information online, that you are only working with platforms that have a partner approved API connection. Pinterest has a list that I will post in the comments in this video where it will tell you who they approve and who they suggest you work with in terms of your Pinterest marketing. So if you sign up for a Pinterest tool, now as of the past couple months, I think it was like 30 to 45 days ago, they started sending you an email or a notification that says this is not a partner tool, and you or someone with your login have shared your username and password to this tool. They also took it another step further, and because it's not approved for a partner that they suggest, they are letting people know they're breaking the terms of agreement in using their platform, and their account could get shut down and they could lose everything. So using a partner tool will not get you shut down or flagged as spam. And so you want to be very sure that you communicate that to your platforms such as Pinterest and Facebook, that you are using what they approve because you want to utilize the benefits that they're offering you. And so if you're taking the time to provide that value to your audience and taking the time to go through and creating that wonderful, juicy content, why would you risk your account for being banned or shut down just because you decided to cut corners and go with a tool that wasn't API approved? It doesn't make sense to me, and it wouldn't hold anything for me as an excuse for any of the clients that I work with. So whenever working with a client, I always 100% make sure that they understand the rules and terms of agreement for the platforms that I'm managing for them, exclusively for Pinterest as well. And if they aren't willing to switch those platforms, then unfortunately I will not work with them, because I hold it to that high integrity standard. I want to make sure that everything they're paying me to do is approved and helps their business, because otherwise you're taking 5 steps forward and 10 steps backwards by the time you're done posting all these things. If you get your account shut down, if you get marked as spam, and you won't know if you get marked as spam on Pinterest right away, your account could be flagged and you wouldn't even know for a while. And so your reach is going to go down and your engagement is going to go down, and you're going to be pushing a boulder up a hill, so to speak. So the other reason that you want to make sure the tools you are using are API approved is because your investment will be protected. So even when you put in your information to do like promoted pins, Facebook ads, things like that, you can rest assured that they are protecting your information when they have that API approved partner. So learning a new tool can sometimes be frustrating, even one such as Tailwind. I didn't, full transparency, jump on to Tailwind for a very long time because I thought the platform was a little bit cumbersome in terms of learning for my clients. They've done a lot to update it and help you walk through it. And it still does need to be something that I help train my clients on, to how to manage it. But that peace of mind, knowing that it is an approved partner tool, means that myself, my clients, anybody that uses it doesn't need to worry about all the systems they've set up for analytics, for promoted pins, or anything like that, because the company's founders made this list and made sure that they went through this checklist with this person that is approved, and everything is secure for you. We all know, and if you don't, spoiler alert, Pinterest is a long-term game. And so you will be set up for long-term success based on proven best practices when you follow the partner program. It's the same thing for Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Pinterest partner companies are not interested in the spammy short-term hacks. It helps keep the platform free of those spammers when we all use the Pinterest partner companies. So that way we don't get the comments and the bots and the things like that that try to cheat the system and use back channels. Instead, we're helping build the tools, and then Pinterest consistently works with their partners to update them in order to empower you, the members, for ongoing growth. They want you to succeed. They don't want you to have issues when using their platform. So they are doing this to help you. Another reason that you want to check the tools that you're using, and why it's so important you make sure the tools you are using are the right ones for you and your business that are partnered with those platforms, is your marketing will always be up to date. We all know Facebook and Pinterest and all the marketing channels you use have changes that occur all the time. And so when you have this partner status with your tools and that platform, it enables the access to import data, which is simply just not there for other users and other platforms. So only partners have that insider information regarding any of the features and tactics that they're working on. And as those evolve, those tools will evolve as well, because they are the first to know and they are the first to help make those changes to flow with the changes of the platform. So that is very helpful, because we all know Facebook changes its algorithm all the time. Pinterest just went through a massive ton of changes in the last 6 months. And so when you're using a partnered status tool, you don't have to worry about those changes not reflecting in the tools and platforms that you're using. Another one is issues. Any issues that you have get cleared up extremely quickly, because when they're a partnered company, they have direct contact access to that platform. So Tailwind has direct contact access to Pinterest, and they know that if there's an issue, they can get it solved without any delay because of that direct contact access. If they are not an approved partner with a social media platform or with Pinterest, they don't have that access, where they're not able to be an official person that goes to the platform and says, this is the issue we're having, how do we clear this up? So being an official partner is extremely important to Tailwind and the other API approved platforms. And it means that they can build higher quality products and business support to, again, you, the members. So that way, not only are they protecting you from some of the risks that can cause that long-term harm to your marketing, but they also can serve you better. And I mean, honestly, again, if you're taking all this time, why would you gamble with having any of these issues? Because basically, if something happens, you wasted all that time for nothing. So those are my tips. That's my thing that we talked about with a couple of my inner circle members this week is the tools that you use are so important. I know there are some tools out there that are not partner approved, and you'll say, Laura, it doesn't have an API, but this feature is seriously what I need. Why not use one of the API approved partners and then reach out to them and say, hey, I don't know if anybody else has asked you this, but I would really appreciate if you guys could offer X, Y, and Z for a part of your tool, and see what they say. I would be more comfortable reaching out to support and putting in a support ticket to try to see if there's a workaround or if it's something they're adding in the future versus putting my entire account at jeopardy for one feature that I like on a platform that's not partner API approved. So if you guys have not used a Tailwind account before or a MillowTree account before to help with growing your Pinterest account or to help with your Pinterest account scheduling, those are API approved accounts. I would love to help you get set up and started with them. Just type it in the comments below what tools you're using if you would like to switch. If you need help and you're already on Tailwind, again, ask your questions. Let me try to help you. I'd love to help you guys understand how to use these partner approved tools so that your marketing works smarter and you're not working harder. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you all later.